Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Wednesday, September 26, 2018. In the news this morning, the death of an actor from Sons of Anarchy, also ER. In recent months, we've seen the death of Alan O'Neill. He died June 6th. He was on Sons of Anarchy. And really, in the last month, we've seen the death of two other ER actors. Vanessa Marquez, she was shot by the LAPD, and the nephew of JFK, he died September 6th at age 63, kind of like how JFK was killed in 63 on a date with 96 numerology. So here's the latest, the death of Paul John Vasquez. He was 48 years old, and they're saying they don't know what he died from. Unexpected death. We've seen this before. And if you're new here, talk about murder by numbers. There's a song called Murder by Numbers. It came out in the year 1983 by the band The Police. And oftentimes in these suspicious deaths, it's the police reporting that there was nothing suspicious. But that song, Murder by Numbers, if you've never listened to it, look it up. Murder by Numbers, The Police, came out in 83. In the language of Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, murder equals 83. Also, look up the movie poster for the same title, Murder by Numbers. You'll notice they changed the E in murder to a 3, and the B from by and numbers to an 8, 3 and 8, 8 and 3. In Gematria, the words death, murder, killing, RIP, they all sum to 38. In the case of murder, it also sums to 83. 38, 83. So, we see a lot of suspicious deaths, and when you know this code of letters and numbers that is Gematria, you can see right through them. The news comes today, September 26th, but according to TMZ, he died this past Monday, which was September 24th. And here's the thing about September 24th, 2018. 9 plus 24 plus 20 plus 18 equals 71. Let's look at his full name in Gematria. Paul John Vasquez has the following values you see. These are the 4-base ciphers. His name sums to 71 in the 4-base ciphers. Not surprisingly. Notice Paul Vasquez also sums to 44. The day he died was a date with a life lesson number of 44. Number we see often around murder by numbers. The word kill with the alphabetic order. K's the 11th letter, I's the 9th, L's the 12th, L's the 12th. Kill 44. Paul Vasquez, 44. Dead on a date with 44 numerology. And notice the name Vasquez also has Gematria 33. September 24th, 9 plus 24, also 33. So the date numerology was right for him to be a ritual killing on. And this is what we see again and again and again. In case you are new here, I have a book, Letters and Numbers. The book's 773 pages long. It's got books within books. There's a chapter in this book called Murder by Numbers. It's over 150 pages long, and you don't have to read the whole chapter to get the point. You know, the reason I made the chapter so long is to pound home the point of how often people are killed by these same repetitive numbers in these same repetitive ways all throughout history. And if you read that chapter, early in the chapter, I talk about the Jesuits and how they are a known group of killers throughout history, and how people die in connection to the Jesuits so often, including their founder, St. Ignatius of Loyola. And this news coming today, September 26th, it's the day before the Jesuit order's birthday. I don't think that's coincidental. The word Catholic equals 71. Wouldn't be surprised if this man was Catholic. As for him being 48, the reflection of that number is 84. Jesuit equals 84. St. Ignatius of Loyola died 84 days from his birthday. Anyway, let's get back on the focus of this death. They waited to release this news, no doubt, until today because of today's numerology. September 26, 2018, it's a date with 73 numerology. The word sacrifice with the alphabetic order 73. That's this dark green cipher. Ritual sacrifice with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology also sums to 73. So they wait till today to give us the news. 9 plus 26 also equals 35. The word Catholic with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology is 35. So, look at how they emphasize Sons of Anarchy. See how they emphasize that? Notice it sums to 158. So does Freemasonry. Freemasonry works by this code of letters and numbers. Freemasonry, 158. With regards to the Jesuits, their birthday's tomorrow, September 27th, their official date of establishment. But the day they were first formed in history was August 15th, a date that can be written 15/8. So this number also points to the Jesuits. Their formation date, August 15th, their establishment date, September 27th. Notice the 59 as well. This is an important number with the Catholic Church. Again, read my book. Pope Francis, for example, equals 59. Same with a number of other things connected to the church. Freemasonry also has Gematria 59. The Jesuits within the Catholic Church, they're the Masons within the Catholic Church. Pope Francis, the first publicly Jesuit pope. But you notice how they emphasize ER as well? E's the 5th letter, R's the 18th. The numerology of 18 is 9. So ER is 59, also like Sons of Anarchy. Again, in case you're new here and you're just trying to understand these 4 ciphers, again, the best way to understand it is read the book. But it's very intuitive. This dark green cipher, the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z, the 26th letter is 26. This cipher right here is A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and you're going up to Z. But once you get to J, the 10th letter, you take into account the rules of numerology. So J's not 10 in this cipher. In the green cipher, J's 10. In this cipher, it's the numerology of 10. So it's 1 plus 0 is 1. And then the next letter, K, is not 11 anymore. It's 1 plus 1 is 2. And then L's not 12. It's 1 plus 2 is 3. You see? The reverse ordinal, that's just turning the alphabetic order around. Z's now 1. Back to A is 26. And this cipher right here, the last one, that's the reverse alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. So, let's talk about these other numbers. 158, Freemasonry, also connects to the Jesuit formation date, August 15th. 59, Freemasonry, big number with the Catholic Church. 193, what's that? That's the 44th prime number. Kill, 44. Paul Vasquez, 44. Dead on a date with a life lesson number of 44. 67, that's the blood sacrifice number. Another one we see a lot. He died on his 76th day of his age, the reflection. Blood sacrifice also has the Gematria 76. Notice his full name sums to 64, the word kill with the reverse alphabetic order 64. And then again, kill 44 with just the regular alphabetic order. 55, a number connected to sacrifice. His birthday was July 11th, 1970. Just recently turned 48. Dead on his 76th day of his age. Blood sacrifice, 76. And if I didn't count the full span of days, it would be that he died 75 days after his birthday. And notice down here, if we didn't count the full span, it would be 2 months and 13 days, 213. LA, Hollywood, 213 area code, 213, another number connected to death and murder, and the satanic cipher, death equals 213. But this is the main thing right here. Dead on the very appropriate day for his age, for his name, and for the show he's best remembered from, Sons of Anarchy, which again is 193, the 44th prime. And if you've missed my videos on all of these other people, Vanessa Marquez, ER actress, just killed. Hers was another example of murder by numbers, same patterns. She died August 30th, 8 plus 30, 38. Death, murder, killing, RIP, 38. That was also a date with 76 numerology, 8 plus 30 plus 20 plus 18. Blood sacrifice, this man dead on his 76th day of his age. By the way, he was 48 years old. Freemason sums to 48 in Hebrew and in English. Then we had JFK's nephew who was on ER. That was just September 6th, earlier this month. Again, 63 years old he was, like how JFK killed in 63. And then Alan O'Neill. He was 47 years old, like the 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. Please go back and see that work. This is the Freemason logo if you're not familiar. From the death of Alan O'Neill to the news of the death of this man today, Paul Vasquez, span of 113 days. Scottish equals 113, as in the Scottish rite of Freemasonry. It's also 112 days after, like how the Jesuits operate in 112 countries. So, again, if you have not read the book, you really should. You should read it. You should spread it to your family and friends, because the thing is, even if somebody looks at this and thinks this is crazy or nonsense, they're not going to think that the next time somebody dies in the news by the same pattern, and after that, and you usually don't have to wait but a few days to prove your point, because this stuff is so redundant. It's so redundant. Like I said in the chapter that I wrote that's 150 pages long, I said we're just scratching, this is just the tip of the iceberg here. Said I could have made this chapter 10,000 pages long. There's so many people whose names could go in here. So, book released in March of this year. If we put all the recent deaths that have happened since March, the chapter would probably be another 50 pages long already. I should also mention, in light of him dying at 48, that Hollywood sums to 48. You ever heard of the 48 laws of power? That number is not arbitrary. Freemason, 48, English and Hebrew. Freemasonry is the pursuit of light. Illuminati means in the light. Illuminati, 48. Hollywood, 48. The 48 laws of power. Notice the gematria of 58 for power. Freemasonry, 58. Secret society, 58. When people say, who are they? They, 58. You can check out that movie, They Live. It was a metaphor for this knowledge right here. He gets the sunglasses that give him the eyes to see the true messages behind the English language. This is what that movie was referring to. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time.